it going?
Good, Chris. How you doing, man?
I'm well. I know you're a year older now since the last time I saw you. How'd that go?
It went well, thank you. As is your daughter, and I think,
Yeah,
and I think your wife too, right?
yeah, both of them are a year older now. So,
Sorry about your Broncos.
oh, dude, brutal.
I'll tell you. And before the show started, we were chatting about the weather. I literally spent most of that game outside trying to combat what we got in New York. I mean, I know you mentioned earlier what you're dealing with, but we had three people and a snowblower. And yes, I have a snowblower living in New York City, and we still didn't get one of our driveways cleared. It just the city just kept plowing and plowing and plowing, and it just we gave up. So it's been brutal. What are you dealing with weather wise?
Yeah, we've got about 14, 16 inches of snow
Nice.
and really, really cold. Like kids haven't had school at all this week. They're already off tomorrow. I imagine they'll be off Friday too.
Yeah, I
It's
won't.
like
They won't bring them
when
in for the Friday.
you can't make them like the kids who walk to school. Like all the sidewalks and stuff aren't clear. So then you got kids walking through the snow or in the streets, not safe.
No.
Or kids walking at a bus stop. One of them put on, they made a Facebook post. Hey, we're gonna plan on opening Friday. Like, why? There's like 5 feet of snow piled up my bus stop. Like, just you. None of you have been out and looking at this stuff. So it's just,
And listen, the city's no better, right?
yeah,
I've been taking my daughter and my wife to the bus stop in the morning and just trying to navigate. Like there's one less lane on every
yep.
street, right? Because they piled it up. So now trying to stop in the middle of the street to let them out so they could climb over a mountain of snow and wait for a bus and then climb back over that mountain to get on the bus. It's just ridiculous. Like the
And
bus stop.
imagine doing that for a fourth grader and a first
Yeah,
grader.
yeah,
Like, no,
yeah.
get out of here.
No, it's not fair. But yeah, so the Broncos.
Man, and typically on 4th and 1, I'm the guy like, go for it, go for it. But I'm like, you got a chance to go up 2 scores versus the Patriots. Your defense playing like that. Like before they made the decision, like you got to kick the field goal here. Like talking to my wife, I'm the couch commentator. Then they go for it, and Sean Payton even said he had a run drawn up. Then they took the timeout and he changed to that. I'm like, you got a backup quarterback in who everybody believed in Stidham. He outplayed Drake May, except for like the running Drake May did in the second half because they had nothing else to do. But Stidham did not play bad.
No.
I mean, the Broncos had 48 drops. Just it was brutal. But like, I mean, I'm sure no one knew the weather. Like they said they'd have flurries in the second half. No one knew it was going to be like that. So
Well, that's
Sean Payton's aggressive. That's what you brought him in for. If we had Bo Nix, we win that game by 28 points.
you've been to Denver,
So
obviously, right?
yeah, yeah.
So I've actually traveled there for work a few times and like literally had an event on a Saturday and it was like 70 degrees. And I'm not kidding. And then
Yep.
on Sunday, travel day, it was like 20 and snow. Like a day
Yeah.
later.
It just comes off the mountains and yeah, that's how it
Great.
goes.
I'm wearing I always check your shirt. I'm wearing my national trade night shirt.
I've got on an Irish shirt and a Broncos hat, just coincidentally, because it was what I was wearing tonight. And it was Cooper's last wrestling because he's not doing the competition. And I said, we've had school off all week. No one else is going. Like, it's pretty much for the kids going to the finals. So
Yeah.
he skipped. And so I didn't really, I'm still in my chilling clothes. Hey,
So who do
Coop.
you like? What's up, Coop? Welcome.
Say hey to Vito.
What's up, buddy?
You got to talk to him or you going back over there? Well, he's gone now. So.
He's gone now. That's all right. What do you who do you like this for the Super Bowl?
Seattle by 100.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I don't I think they're going to win big, but I don't think it'll go over. I think the over is 45 and a half right now. The line is not 4.5. They're going to cover that.
Patriots won't score. Oh, they cover. It's gonna be
Yeah,
like
they'll cover.
28-7.
Yeah, I even went a little higher than that. I went like right at that 45 number, like 32-13. So right at that 45,
Yeah.
but not going over. I have it. I have the Seahawks scoring. I have them
So
scoring, and I have them stopping New
is
England.
is that a missed extra point or 2 field goals to get the 13?
Um, that's a touchdown and 2 field goals.
Got it.
That's what they're getting, and I think they get them early. right?
I just think Jackson Smith and Jigba and Jigba Smith just absolutely tears apart Gonzalez. Their pass rush is okay, but Sam Darnold, like he's been throwing for 300, 350, multiple touchdowns. He got two-headed running monster, which is how you beat New England. They win on both sides of the ball, defensive lines. I mean, of all the 2018 quarterbacks, like Sam Darnold was written off, and now he's going to be probably your Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, there's a good chance, right? The quarterback usually
And
is if he has a decent game.
Drew Lock will win a ring too.
Yep.
He's the backup.
So I'm laughing because we didn't meet last week or the week before, but we had our podcast right that first week in January. So we talked about the wild card, and I don't know if you saw the comments on TikTok. We were getting crushed, and we're
I was
talking about
over.
the Mendoza one. No, I actually think I went 5-1 on wild card week. Right, we got killed by the Philly fans. It was all Eagle fans crushing us because they didn't think the 49ers could win that game. Other than that, I think it was pretty quiet, but we got crushed on. That's why I'm laughing because we're making these predictions now. I don't gamble. I'm not a betting man. I put the lines in there just for entertainment purposes only, and it kind of gives you something to talk about. But I'm sure we're going to get crushed by a ton of New England people as soon as I post this on TikTok. But I'm still with you. I'm Seattle, big. It doesn't go over, but they win by more than the spread by far. I think it's 32-13. New England scores early, but doesn't score again. I think they get shut out in the second half. So that's where I'll go with. I'll go it's, probably maybe 21-13 at half, and then it's all Seattle in the second half.
I'm gonna make the official 31-10 Seattle.
All right, I'm gonna write that one down, 31-10, and I'm going 32.
Sam Darnold's the Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. All right, talking about MVP, and I have this ready to share. Let's talk about the NFL awards. And I know you've been talking Stafford all year.
Sticking with him.
We got the MVP. I'm sticking with Stafford. Defensive Player of the Year.
Myles Garrett.
Yeah, and one of your Broncos is up there.
No, Myles Garrett. Anybody else gets it, it's almost like Belichick not getting in the Hall of Fame. If anyone else but Garrett gets it, it's a meaningless award now.
I like Nakua for the Offensive Player of the Year.
I was thinking him or Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yeah, and he's in. Yeah, I know the playoffs are not supposed to matter, right? But I don't know how you could avoid what he's done, and even in the playoffs too. Rookie of the Year. You think it's Jackson Dart?
I think it's Ashton Jeanty.
He's not one of the finalists, though, is he?
I didn't even know there were like a list of finalists.
Yeah, these are the finalists. So he didn't come out. And then you have Defensive Rookie of the Year.
I cannot see that. Can you tell me who they are?
You have Abdul Carter, Amana Wari from the Seahawks, Pierce Jr. on Atlanta, James Pierce, Schlesinger on the Browns.
Schlesinger gets it.
Comeback Player of the Year is my boy. I'm going with Dak, but you got Stephon, Aiden Hutchinson, Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is a good pick too. Christian McCaffrey and Dak.
How do you not go CMC?
Yeah. And then Coach of the Year. I don't know, man. I'm thinking Vrabel, even though what he's done with that team, but I know they had a light schedule, but I'm still thinking Mike Vrabel. How about you, Coach of the Year? You got Cohen from the Jaguars too. Liam Cohen from the Jaguars. Ben Johnson from the Bears. That's another good choice.
I think they're going with Seattle's coach,
Mike McDonald. Yeah, that's a good pick. But I think we're in agreement that it's definitely MVP is
Stafford.
Now, what do you think about this coaching carousel, man? I think there were 10 openings altogether, and 8 have been filled already.
I think that there's times that teams say we want to move on just to get fresh blood. But in my opinion, in no means is Baltimore or Pittsburgh hiring a better coach than Tomlin and Harbaugh.
I agree.
Tomlin and I mean, Miami, they were thinking about retaining McDaniel, and I thought they literally fired him because they thought they were going to get Harbaugh.
I thought they were going
He
to get
ends
Harbaugh
up as
too. I think we
the
talked about
assistant or the offensive coordinator in San Diego or the Los Angeles, now the Chargers. But like Cleveland's not a desirable
that.
job. The Jets is not. The Raiders is not a desirable job.
So
So who are these
McDaniel,
people
well, the Raiders
wanting
are
these jobs?
in Vegas. The Raiders are in Vegas. I don't know if people could look at
Who
that as
cares?
desirable or not. I don't know.
No, I think that as a coach, I think that makes it less desirable because you have more reason to worry about your team.
Yeah, I'm talking truly as a person that likes to visit Las Vegas.
Oh, I'd like to visit there. I don't want to live there.
It's definitely a place that I enjoy when I'm there. But you know what's funny about McDaniel is that he was up for the Browns and probably the Bills job as well, right? And spending the last few years in Miami, he probably got off the plane and was like, "F this, man! I ain't." He wanted L.A. He wanted Southern Cal, so that's what he got. He really wanted that job in
Yeah,
Southern
good.
Cal. So he got.
I'm kind of mad about it because I think he'll do excellent, and I'm anti-Charger, so
I'm wondering who Brady's gonna try to curate to get there in Vegas, because right now that's still open. The Vegas job's
well,
open. The Cardinals job is open.
they're really talking Davis Webb, who's the Broncos passing coordinator, and Denver just fired their offensive coordinator today, and they were hoping to promote Davis Webb, but Sean Payton calls the plays. So unless he's given up the play calling, it doesn't seem a very desirable spot for an offensive coordinator.
Do you like? Are there any of the coaching moves you don't like?
I don't know enough
I mean,
about.
do you think McCarthy's going to do a good job in Pittsburgh?
Yes, I don't know about. He's not going to be there for 18 years, but I think he's a serviceable coach. But it's also like, who are you going to get that's better? I think he's better than all the other guys that they could have had.
Harbaugh is a good pick for the Giants.
Yeah, he's the best that they could have hoped for. Like,
Absolutely. I mean, he got the best of who was available. You got Monken for the Browns. Joe Brady. They promoted him from within.
and Munkin even said that he ruined, like he didn't get Lamar Jackson up to his potential. But hey, let's hire him because we got these three young quarterbacks we need to mentor or possibly draft another one. Like,
But there's something about that shows some leadership in my mind, right? Like he took responsibility. Like you
yeah,
do have to respect that.
but you want a leader who can't develop your quarterback as your
I
offensive
mean,
coordinator?
Lamar has had some pretty good years. I don't know how long he's been the Ravens offensive coordinator, but I mean, Lamar was hurt too this year.
But
And
you're openly admitting that you cannot get
I
everything out of your
I
quarterback.
I failed at my old job, but I want this better job.
Yeah, basically that's what I'm getting at. You said it better than me.
I saw Salah got the job with Tennessee.
I like that. I think he's
Yeah,
great.
yeah. I thought he got a raw deal in New York for
I
sure.
think Stefanski is in an excellent situation. He did really well with the Browns for what he was given.
Oh,
I mean, he had some outs with Baker. He may have said the wrong things in, the press, but he's a young coach trying to get through. And to see what he did with the Cleveland Browns, and now you've got who knows what Penix is, but we know Kirk Cousins is serviceable. But
yeah.
you got a top 2, 3 running back in the game. You got Drake London. You got excellent defense, and you play in a garbage division. There's no reason Stefanski can't win that
Yeah,
division next year.
you win 9 games, you're fighting for the title, and
Yeah, they all
title.
three of them were 8-9 this year. They
Yeah,
lost on a tiebreaker.
yeah.
Now
I
you bring
mean,
in a better coach.
you're
Like,
you're
yeah,
you're just above 500, and you're heading to the playoffs as a 4 seed, right?
yeah,
You're hosting a playoff game in Atlanta.
yeah. Well, I like Stefanski. I think is my favorite hire, except for, I mean, like obviously I think Harbaugh's a better coach, but I think Stefanski's like Atlanta's just they got a good one there.
I'm excited. What do you before we switch gears to the college football and really more about Mendoza and Indiana? But where do you watch the Super Bowl? What are your plans usually for that?
Maybe I'll take my kids to the movies or something. I have no interest in watching Seattle versus the Patriots.
Come on.
If I'm home, I'll watch it, but like,
So you really are not going to watch the Super Bowl just because the Broncos are not in it?
no, but why would I watch it?
it is the most watched show of all, the entire year. It
Well,
is
maybe they
it
can
is
beat the Broncos Patriots, who broke every record for the NFL on Saturday ever.
So you're not watching Super Bowl. We'll be home.
I'll probably watch it because what else am I going to be doing?
Well, you're gonna go to the movies. Is
I
there
don't
even
know.
there's even a good movie out there? I haven't been to the movies since before COVID.
Zootopia 2 is still in theaters.
All right, I'll give you that. 'Cause
SpongeBob was pretty good though.
That's a Disney movie, so I'll give you
Yeah,
that.
go see SpongeBob. It was pretty good.
All right, SpongeBob was good. All right, we'll talk. Well, I joked before about TikTok. You think the Philly fans beat us up about the Eagles? We got crushed on TikTok about Mendoza. Right now, I would never throw my co-host under the bus. You know that because I live in New York City, college football is just not as big as it is where you are in the middle of the country. It's you, especially in Ohio, it's massive. And we took a lot of heat for the Mendoza's going to be a bust. And then on TikTok, we put a picture of Zach Wilson being drafted. And then I think you mentioned the Raiders quarterback that they drafted that didn't even play the number one pick, Russell.
Yeah,
Right?
and look what with Geno Smith. He had Seattle at like 4-12 last year. Bring in Sam Darnold, they're going to the Super Bowl. He takes Geno Smith down to the Raiders. Look what happened down there. They have the number one pick and they're taking Mendoza, but they don't have a coach. They don't have a system. They have one skill player on offense worth anything and one good deal like Max Crosby, unbelievable. They should trade him for like every first round pick you can get
Yeah,
because
I wouldn't be surprised
Mendoza
if
can
that
come
happened.
in. Even if Mendoza is Tom Brady, he has no one to throw the ball to and no offensive line.
So,
He is Brady Quinn going to the Browns.
so that's a good analogy. So here's my apology to all those Hoosiers fans out there on TikTok, and they'll see this when I post it. Like Mendoza surprised me. That whole team surprised me, right? Every week I didn't believe in that team, right? Like I watch enough college football to know that Indiana's never I never see their name at the top of any rankings, right? And you just every week they just surprise you, and then they pretty much rolled through the CFP.
Yeah,
And Mendoza is a lot tougher. He's a lot tougher than I thought watching him. And I watched that game. He's a lot tougher than I thought.
I think they do it again next year because the SEC is no longer the only conference paying players. Like the Big Ten schools and the SEC schools that are always in the news. The Georgia, Ole Miss had a good run. Ohio State, Michigan, yada yada. They've got the 5-star recruits that are freshmen and sophomores. So they've got 18-year-old kids going up against 3-star recruits who are in their 5th, 6th year at Indiana against 23, 24-year-old men.
Yeah.
We've talked before how Trey Lance been in the NFL 5 years, Bo Nix too. Trey Lance is older than Bo Nix. So you get these guys that stay around, and same in college basketball. Like if you looked at Houston last year, they were a team full of like upperclassmen and transfer portal people versus a Duke team that had 3 top 5 picks, but they were all freshmen, didn't know how to play together.
Yeah.
So I think that's it with Indiana is they have that staying power. I mean, look at Nebraska basketball right now, is undefeated and like going to be the number 4 team in the nation because they can have like those 50-year guys that nobody else wants, and they can put them together for 5 years. And give me 5 years of Cooper Flag and Con Knipple together, and you're winning 4 national championships. So like, I think it's with Indiana they have that staying power because they can get the transfers in, they can get the older guys, and it almost makes you wonder like, unless you're if you're a 5-star guy, you're not getting recruited out of high school anymore. It's just not happening because everyone's going straight to the transfer portal. So if you can get these guys to come to your school and buy in, and right now Indiana, who's not wanting to come play at Indiana for Kurt Signetti.
Yeah. That's
So
true.
I think that plays a major role is you got 24, 25-year-old men going up against 18, 19-year-old kids.
Yep. Yeah, listen, they surprised me. They shocked me. We got crushed on TikTok because we didn't think we thought he was going to be a bust. I didn't think they were for real, and they shocked a lot of people.
He his dive reminded me a lot of John Elway when he did the helicopter versus Green Bay in the Super Bowl 97, 98 year.
Yeah.
and that's
He
what
took, he took some tough hits, man. He
And
took
that
some tough hits
Mendoza
early.
he just got up and that he had the fire, like he lit it under his team, and
Yeah, that
then
kid,
Carson Beck. So
he showed me a lot, that kid. All right, let's switch to the hobby for a second. I had no idea this existed, but did you know that there is a trading card Hall of Fame?
I had no idea.
So there's a trading card Hall of Fame. So they named the cards that are making the 2026 class. So I'll just, before I show you those,
Who puts this on?
this is on Sports Collectors Digest.
Oh, okay.
And
So it's legit. It's
so
not like a guy
apparently
from our Discord made it.
this guy named Brad Sauter, I'll have to look him up afterwards. Brad Sauder Sauter launched the Trading Card Hall of Fame in March of 2024. He was looking to highlight and showcase the most iconic trading cards in the hobby. I love the idea. So his 2025 class, which was the inaugural class, I don't know if you could see the screen because I know you're on your phone, but do you want to take a guess? It was 3 cards.
52 Mantle.
Yep.
Honus Wagner.
Yep.
And 89 Griffey.
Nope. It was
86 Jordan.
86 Jordan. Those were his 3. So now the 2006 class has 10 cards, and I'm going to go through them now. This is pretty cool. So you got the Leaf Jackie Robinson. You got the 51 Bowman Mantle.
I held a PSA 8 once.
Oh. You got the 54 Topps Hank. So that's the first 3. Then you got the 76 Topps Walter Payton.
Payton, yeah. Oh, I'm really interested to see if the score Bo Jackson's going to be on here.
You got the Goody Babe Ruth.
So mainly vintage. Interesting.
You have the 84 star Michael Jordan.
Wow. Okay.
Even
Not
though
a lot of people even know that card exists.
I know. You have, and this is the card I've been chasing, not in a 10, obviously, but I've been looking to pick up an 80. This is on my hit list for this year. I will have this card at minimum an 8 as we get to the end of the year. A Topps Ricky Henderson, and I know I've probably had 100 of them. The 2000 Bowman Tom Brady.
Nah, I'm surprised that's on there over the rookie ticket contenders.
And the final card, not in a big picture here, the Billy Ripken era card.
Interesting.
So that is your 2026 Trading Card Hall of Fame inductees. That's pretty cool. I'm going to actually look more into this when we're done with this.
I feel like it's hard to argue any of those not to be there but like where's the Griffey, where's the Trout, but which one, or
I think
Jackson, but it's which one are you taking the place of?
I'll say the Jeter SP, that foil card, right? To me, it's an icon. I don't know if it's iconic though. That's the thing. Like it's a very hard card to get in a top grade. I don't know
the OPT Gretzky.
Yeah, that's one too. So I had a big hit this week. I don't know if you saw it on X. I had a huge hit. All right, I'm going to share my screen again because I'm enjoying this screen sharing thing, and I love talking hobby with you because that's how we connected. But I had a huge hit, and I'm ready to share. So, we're going to talk about our resolutions in a little bit, how we're doing 1 month into the year, but. I made a promise I wasn't going to buy wax, or if I was, it was going to be more on the high end and not a lot of like flagship stuff. And I did not buy Series 1. I had an option to buy it at a really good price. Did not pick any up, and I'm holding steady on that. I'm just not going to buy Series 1. I'll wait for Chrome to come out, and I always get Bowman. But every once in a while, I get interested in these Top Now cards, right? Because first of all, this was my Knicks. They won the cup. So there were 2 cards that were released that day. There was the team picture one where they're holding up the cup, right, like a soccer team winning the World Cup. and then you had this card, which was the Brunson MVP card. So I ordered 10 of these, and they came last week. And I'm counting through the cards, and I get to number 9, and I don't see card number 10, and then card number 10 shows up in a redemption, and I got myself the red parallel autograph of Jalen Brunson.
Is that the 5?
That is out of 5.
Wow.
The out of 5 autograph redemption card, Jalen Brunson.
And that's your guy, man. That's unbelievable.
That's my guy. Like, that's what makes it so much. And you'll laugh at the end. The question of the week is about superstitions with the hobby, and I will tell you, like, and I put it out too. I did. So today I got the notice that I bought the Cooper Flag Topps Living Set rookie card, just because I know like, these cards are low numbered right now. This is only card number 11. The kid's a stud. Figured I'll pick up a handful of these, and I was like going through them, and I'm like, did I get a parallel? I didn't even get a parallel. So, yeah, I hit this Jalen Brunson. Now it was a redemption, so I got to wait for it. But I'm excited about that red auto.
It's awesome. And I did not see that.
Here's the auto, what it's going to look like, but red.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that was a nice hit. All right, so I can't not talk about it, but let's talk about Series 1. What are your thoughts about the design? What are your thoughts about the number of parallels? Because you were big on this last year. I think you made the comment they had like tripled the number of parallels.
Yeah, the number of parallels is getting absurd, but does it make the lower numbered more rare? I think it's just a way that they can justify printing more of it, because now, oh, hey, it's not just 18,000 base cards, but now you can get the trees and the cactuses and
Easter eggs,
the different parallels and
the Easter eggs and the team logo.
But nobody cares. Like, the team logo's cool. The logo fractors are cool. They got rid of the Father's Day and the Mother's Day, and I believe the black. Those are like the iconic ones. And then I think it's just a way to print more. Say, oh, well, you got your 2 parallels in a box. Oh, cool. It's one with the print run of 200,000. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like the inserts, the number of parallels. It's just it's ridiculous now. And
listen, it's killing me that I'm not picking it up, and that's fine. I'll get the full set when it comes out at the end of the year, and I'll be fine. What do you think of the design?
It's okay. Like, just like every other year, it's not the red borders or the wood, paneling or the yellow. It's just,
I do like the little like uniform image behind the card. I kind of like that. I think that looks pretty cool.
I don't think it's any better, any worse. It's just different. It's just meh. Like, it's what I would expect out of Series 1, kind of. It's not Stadium Club or one of the really cool looking ones, or the gallery where they have the art and stuff. It's just the run of the mill. Yeah.
The other thing about the parallels, though, too, is that you have your Mega Box parallels that are exclusive to Mega Box. You'll have your hobby. You'll have your hanger pack. Everyone will have their own exclusive.
And then what? Meyer gets purple. Walgreens gets yellow. I do like these. And if you didn't see, Jock said, hey, if you hit up these, if you get my autograph on this card, hit me up on, I don't know, Instagram or Twitter. He wants to buy it from you. So
that's pretty cool. There it is.
Yeah, I do like that.
Very
but
nice.
But my wife,
right, with the black with the gold auto on the 101 with the black border. That's cool.
Yeah. How good would that look in a black one touch?
Yeah. Or you don't get 101s. I don't get 101s graded.
Yeah.
I think if it comes back a 9, it ruins the value of it. That's just that's a personal opinion, though.
I also think you run into a lot of trouble trying to sell it because then say you sell it on eBay, someone says, "Oh, this isn't the condition you listed it as,"
Yeah.
or they want to know what the actual condition is. They want to know what it is graded. Like if you're selling it at a card show, great, you can look it over. But if I sell it on eBay and the guy but gets it and doesn't think it's a 10, then I got a return on my hands. And
Yeah.
I think that, you know what, maybe eBay authentication takes care of that because if I say, it's in near mint condition and it passes eBay authentication, there's nothing they can do about it.
Yeah, that's
So
true. It's got
maybe
to be over $200, I think. But obviously, a one-on-one early in this when these are released, these cards are going at ridiculous
all
price.
of them will be over $200 probably.
I love this Trout card.
Yeah, that is beautiful, man.
That's a beautiful card.
I,
I love
I
that.
really like the first pitch cards. I got my wife a couple. That's something I do collect. Like Tony Hawk's going to be out of sight for price. Like, geez. But the first pitch cards I do like.
I don't have any auto ones, but if I have a couple laying around and I remember, I'll send you. I have Lou Ferrigno throwing one out.
One of my buddies, I don't know if he wants me to say his name or not, but when they had the tops now of Topanga throwing out the first pitch, he got the 1-on-1.
Oh wow!
And I can't remember if it's the auto or not, but I'll have to
I've
find
never.
out. He's
I
got
did
the one of
actually.
one.
This is actually the first time I've seen the auto. I should have assumed they
And
had autos, but I never saw them.
Topanga's husband reached out to him and said, "Oh, hey, I saw you got this card. I'd like to trade you some Boy Meets World memorabilia for it." They're like, "No, I don't want any Boy Meets World memorabilia." So
City Connect, pretty nice car.
that's cool.
All-Star game. Are these those are the manufactured wait,
See,
unless it's not one of the manufactured. No, this is not manufactured. This is an actual
I
one of
like
one.
the cards that come with like the little mini helmet coin looking in it. They're the thicker ones. They're not really a patch. They're more of a. I don't know
This
if I
is
got what's around here,
this is
but I got the one
fantastic.
of one. I got the 1-on-1 Jonathan India from that set.
This is fantastic. Look at this.
So they're going back to
The one-on-one letters. Inserts. You got
Elite does that in football, right?
I
The
don't collect
letters.
I don't collect football, but I'm trusting you. You're the football expert here.
Oh, I got a whole stack over here. I think of Mayfield. I spelled out Baker Mayfield when he was really good for. Dang, I don't have it here. Maybe it's here for the Browns. I was gonna give it to someone as a gift.
You,
Dang it! I thought it was right here. It is
wait, how
not.
many letters do you have?
I have all of them. I had it posted out on this whole wood thing, and then it was like I was supposed to give it to him one day. Then a snowstorm came, and then just hadn't seen him in like 6 months. He just kept forgetting, and now it's like, well, who wants that now? It's a Browns, Mayfield. So I'll probably sell, each letter individually, but
I would think someone would rather buy the whole thing.
I don't know. I'll send a picture to it later. I thought I had the card sitting here. It must be down on the other table.
Now this is a nice looking card.
Yeah, the king. I really like the pictures when they have the Ace of Hearts and stuff.
Yeah, here's the
Yeah, that one.
but this one's the one-on-one Aaron Judge. Let's see what else they got. You got the Acuna. It looks like there's like a gold. You know what that card's going to be worth?
Just
Trout.
have to defer the payments to the future.
um, Tops profiles. Talk about Jose Ramirez for a second. My brother's a huge Indian fan. Talk about getting a hometown discount right on his agent should be shot. This guy's the top 10 MVP player every year.
He said, I've got enough money. I don't need any more. I like playing in Cleveland. Go pay somebody else to play with me.
Listen, I fully respect that. I love it. He does have more than enough money. All of these guys do. But in a world where Volpe had as good a stats as Tucker, just think about that. I think Volpe had more home runs than Tucker last year. And look what Tucker got.
They say something about like he's going to make $92,000 per at bat.
It's crazy. And then you got guys like Judge at the time, Judge's contract was pretty big.
The Mets are going to be really good next year.
Well, we'll see. And there you go. Topps Series 1. Ready to go. All right. Quick look at what's coming up. Not buying anything this year. Unless I go to the National. I don't see me going this year, but who knows? I am interested in optic. I do like the optic.
But who are you going after? Jackson Dart?
Yeah, he's about the only one in the rated.
Yeah, but no one really thought last year's quarterbacks were going to be as I think people had high hopes, but I mean Drake May, Bo Nix, Caleb Williams all looked incredible, and then Jaden Daniels was the offensive rookie of the year last year and got hurt. Like, and then who knows about Penix and JJ's always hurt. So at least 4 of your 6 are really really good.
I'd like to see Penix have a bounce back year.
Yeah, I mean he has all the tools down there now with Stefanski and that offense to have a bounce back year.
Now this one's going to be hot because everyone's going to go after Cooper Flagg.
Yeah, basketball is.
I didn't get draft. I usually, well, I never ever got into draft, even though I do collect Bowman. But one year, my wholesaler, instead of sending me Topps update jumbo, sent me Bowman draft jumbo, a case of them instead. So, and I'm sure they got in a lot of trouble for that when they were doing an inventory pull because it was about triple the price. But nothing was ever said, and I just stuck with the Bowman draft jumbo. Dunross, Optic, Leaf, not interested. Panini, University of Texas. Topps Midnight Basketball, OPC for the hockey people. Yeah, Panini Prism is pretty cool too, but I don't really collect football.
Yeah, if I were to get somebody Optic or Prism, I'll probably end up buying a blaster or two. I'm not paying over $1,000 for a hobby box to chase nobody. Like,
yeah, it's Jackson Dart or nobody. That's true.
Or autographs of veterans. Like, if I get in a couple of breaks or something, I look at the Broncos, maybe they'll have like an Elway or Atwater auto in there, something like that. Who knows? Typically it's like it's going to be Alex Singleton and Cortland Sutton and J.K. Dobbins and some back Riley Moss. Like, I'm not paying $400 to get in a break for a Riley Moss autograph.
I know, and that's what led me to my resolution, which I was just not going to buy. I was going to completely pivot. So I haven't sold since November anything. I took December off from the live auctions. I took January off. I took February. February schedule came out. I just decided not to sell. I always like going later in the month anyway. It gives me more time to kind of prepare. But I'm going to be away for work, so not doing that. So I'm not selling right now, but I am organizing. And I decided, like, I went through some of my binders, right? And I said, I'm never, ever going to look at these heritage base cards, ever. I'm not going to ever. It's nothing. I took all the SP ones out, right? Anything numbered from 400 up, and then anything from the high numbers, I think it's 700 up. I just took those cards out, and then I have the base, taking them out, and I'll donate them to a school or I'll donate them to some charity where they want to give cards out. But otherwise, I'm clearing that binder out, getting my stuff out of cardboard, and I'm putting every parallels and colors and all of that into the binders. And I'd rather have those in the binders. I just got to get organized. I gotta get back in control of my office. I've lost control. I've lost control.
I have my control is also I'm not even sure I had control to lose it, but it's all gone. Like next week when the kids are back in school, that's the number one goal is getting this office back together. So
how do you organize? Because I've always organized by release, right? So I get Topps Series 1, and then I'll put all the rookie cards together. I'll put all the parallels together. I don't do it by team. I don't do it by player. And then I'm starting to wonder, though, when you're selling, a lot of times I'm seeing, especially on district where I do sell, the guys who are successful sell team lots, a lot of team lots, right? They'll sell a bunch of the rookie cards, a couple of the Bowman first Bowmans, and they have everything by team, and they get a lot more activity because they're selling by team or by player.
Yeah, I just go by sport, and then I would like to have it by team and then by player. I mean, I've got like my John Elway's out, the Cooper Cup's out, Cody Bellinger's out, the Jesse Winker's out, and just a couple of players my wife PCs because they can all be clumped together, and they'll have their own 2 row, 5 row, whatever for the amount I have. Then I'll have one 5 row that's baseball, or however many cards I have that fit in 5 rows. If it's all baseball, it's all football, it's
Now,
all
just PC stuff or
basketball.
selling stuff?
Well, the
Or both?
PC stuff, I'll have Broncos and Reds separated, and then the PC players separated. Then after that, it's just every other football card that I have is in a box. Every other basketball, just lump them by that. Then I like to do them by teams. I just don't have. I'm just not there yet.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. I mean, I have a label maker, right? Because I want to. I'm anal about it all looking the same when I store things, right? When I organize, it's got to all look the same.
That's Bo Nix.
You got a Bo Nix there? There he is.
It's a Bo Jackson Battle Arena.
Is that have the rookie card logo on there?
Rookie inspired. What do you
Is
got?
that your card, Coop?
Is that your Pokemon? Who is it? Yep, it is Pokemon Ranger.
Did Gary Vee say something about Pokemon coming and McDonald's Happy Meals?
Oh yeah, it's gonna the 30th anniversary. It's gonna be huge. I mean, there are McDonald's cards that came out a couple years ago. PSA 10s are going for thousands of dollars because there's only like 10 of them. Because all the cards that would come, they come in Happy Meals, so they're like already damaged. So it's cool to have your Pikachu, whatever, but no one's getting any 10s.
I'm gonna have to start buying Happy Meals for lunch when I'm working from home. Have to drive through and get some of that stuff.
Yeah, because I don't wouldn't DoorDash it, man. Your DoorDash guy is gonna steal your Pokemon cards.
Oh, my FedEx guy robs me blind, and I could say that here. I've complained a million times. They robbed me blind years ago on my Ben Bola Chrome, but luckily they said my new box had a 1-on-1 in there, so I actually made out on that one.
Yeah, I think.
All right. Anything more on the hobby? Except I have one last question for you.
I do want to say that I'm not sure if I ever showed these to you. 'Cause we were supposed to have Kevin on tonight and talk
Yep.
Disney, and he had an emergency. But when we went, I'm not sure if you can see. We have Minnie Mouse's autograph.
So when you went to Disney, you had them sign those cards?
Yeah. So instead of the autograph book, we had them sign the cards. This is the only one that I hate because you can barely see it on this gold and silver ink. But like that is awesome. He drew a little thing on it, Mickey Mouse, and then a refractor, a different one, where Mickey Mouse signed it. Now, you can't get the autograph graded, but you can get these authenticated through PSA, which I plan on doing. I just haven't put together a sub recently. But I'm going to send these to PSA and get them authenticated. I have no intentions of
Now,
selling them.
how,
It's just really cool for the
so
kids.
how do they authenticate them? How do they know your wife didn't do them in the kitchen?
They have special people who authenticate Mickey Mouse.
So
I'm
they,
not really sure, but also I'll probably send in pictures with it of Mickey Mouse
oh
signing these
yeah,
cards with my kids. Like if I have an autograph authentication issue, I send in every single bit of evidence that I could possibly come up with because they will look at your pictures and
yeah.
try to photo match. Oh, that's this exact card, and not you send in a picture of a different card that he's doing or.
Those are actually really cool to have, though, right? Like you're going to keep
Yeah.
those forever because they're timeless.
I took probably 30 cards with us. I know Kevin, he did the same thing. I sent him a bunch of the Lorcana, and I think he took some Chrome for his daughters to sign. But the lines for the characters were so long. My kids, like we waited for Mickey at the end, Minnie at the end of the day. But like we were more into riding the rides and stuff and having a good time. So I had, I brought the 2 blasters each for the kids to open on the plane down there, and then we took like who we thought it would be cool to have an autograph of in your bag that you take with you. Bought some special autograph pens at Target, and then we got just Mickey and Minnie at the end of the day.
Very cool. Yeah, you know, I mean, you know how the Disney freak I am. We're going February 16th, daddy daughter trip. We do it every year. Well, we did it every year until COVID, and then every year until she got out of, and then it stopped while she was in college as well. We didn't do the daddy daughter. We went a few
Mhm.
times while she was in college, but it was the whole family. She, because we got a chance to see her. But yeah,
See,
we're doing our
I think
daddy daughter February.
we're doing long weekends this year. Maybe not even Disney, just to Orlando. Because next year we've got to go on Claire's birthday because she's got to be at Ollivander's wand shop for her 11th birthday because that's when they do all the Harry Potter stuff. Because that's when you get your Hogwarts acceptance letters on your 11th birthday.
So
And she'll be 11 next January, so that's the big trip next year. So this year we were talking about a couple,
no, that's
maybe
Orlando,
2 night
not LA.
weekends. Yeah, Orlando.
Orlando, because I went to Universal LA last year for work, and we actually rented out Harry Potter
Yeah,
land
you
for an
know,
event at
running
night.
out the whole Harry Potter land.
A whole Harry Potter land. Now they didn't have the ride that they have in Orlando though. Only the original ones were there. So
We got Jay Cutler here.
oh, that's what is that? A McFarlane? Oh no,
Yep.
it
Yeah,
is.
Jay Cutler. There's another one up there too. They're chewed up by the dog pretty good.
I have a couple of starting lineups. That's about it. I have a Jordan starting lineup.
Some of those they get graded, and man, if they're still not open.
Yeah, I don't open it. I don't. I've never opened them. I got bobbleheads that we get at a game. It's funny. I went to a game. They happened to be giving out bobbleheads. It was Don Mattingly night when he was the Marlins manager, and we were in Miami. We wanted to go see the Mets. They were there, and you had guys at the end of the escalator just saying, "Hey, I'll give you $10 for your bobblehead. $10 for your." They were
Yeah,
just
because they're
buying
going to
tickets.
resell them.
Yeah, they were just buying bobbleheads. All right, last question. Question of the week. Question of the night. Do you consider yourself superstitious when it comes to collecting?
I'm not superstitious. I'm just a little stitious.
How do you mean?
It's a Michael Scott joke
I
from The
know it's a
Office.
Michael Scott joke. I'm an office
Okay.
guy. So
Uh,
are you
I,
saying that because you have a little bit of superstition or none at all?
I don't. I'm not sure that I do, but maybe if you tell me if you are, I can think of something. But it's like I don't go to the store and pick the one on the left or the second one or the second one back, or you got to have like the pack on the left but the second one down. I don't have a
I
certain way
do,
of opening cards that I have to do every single time. I don't have like a ritual or anything.
so I do
So
think well, I think some of that is OCD as well. I will tell you, I used to my targets never have cards. And it's funny, my wife was in Walgreens
I
today
don't
and
know
she said, "Oh my
something.
God, they had all these cards behind the counter at Walgreens." I'm like shocked because I never see cards when I'm out in New York. And I remember going to Target and they had a Heritage hanger, and this thing was beat to crap. Right? It was like it just kept getting tossed around. Nobody was picking it up, and it had to be there for months. And I remember seeing it like moved over, and I said, "Man, I'm telling you, there's got to be a." And this was when Trout was. So this was a few years ago, and I said, "This is probably a one-on-one red ink Trout auto in that hanger, and nobody's picking it up." So like I would consider that superstition where I keep looking at it, and then when I do what you said. Like if I am buying stuff, I'm like I'm never taking the front one. I'm always kind of taking the back, and I'm never leaving one. Right? If I'm let's say I go with my mindset that I'm going to buy 4 blasters, and there's 5 there. Well, guess
Taking
what?
them all.
I'm buying 5. Right? So I have a little bit, but like with the Jalen Brunson, I was hoping to get a maybe just one of the parallels, not a red number to 5 auto. So I don't think I said, well, because he's my guy. I don't think I have that type of superstition, but I definitely have a buying superstition with, and I have to do shows a certain way, right? Like I can't just walk randomly. I have to kind of methodically
Mm.
walk a show, right? So I do have
I,
some
I
superstition.
I like to say, "Oh, you got last pack mojo." That might be it. But like everything else in my life, absolutely. Like I was a pitcher my whole life. You don't step on the lines. As a batter, you absolutely mess up the lines. We were watching the game at my parents' house because the Broncos won Super Bowl 50. We had it on number 50. And then at my house, we were watching the other game. It was right around the loudness level was 27-30. I'm like, it's got to be on 27 for Steve Atwater while they're on defense. It's got to be on 30 while they're on offense for Terrell Davis. Like I almost think it's my fault that they lost the game because I had on my exact outfit from the week before, but a different pair of socks. I wore my Broncos socks instead of my darn tough socks. And like that's how it is. Like I wear the same, outfit for all the games. And it's just, the little weird quirks, I guess. But for collecting, I don't, or
Well,
opening boxes,
I
I
do
don't
have.
think
I kind of have some when I'm opening something a little bit. Like I have to. I don't just keep everything in one pile. I definitely separate each pack I'm opening. I separate into base, rookie cards, inserts, parallels, and then I sleeve everything except for the base cards immediately.
no.
And like that has to be my process. And then when I'm stacking them to the right of me, they're in those 4 or 5 piles, and I build those up. And then
Yep.
I go right to Beckett where I use the organize, and I enter like as it's like that night. Like I have to complete that task, and if I don't, I feel like
Interesting.
something not good is going to happen.
Mm. Yeah, I'm sorry I don't have any. I'm not stitious.
Well, I'm glad. All right, Michael, Mr. Scott. Hey, listen.
He's the new character. Him and Dwight are now characters on Fortnite.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and you can get date night Mike, and you can get different emotes where he does the dance moves and stuff, and
Oh my
Dwight
god.
yells at you and out of a bullhorn.
Oh my god, that's too funny. I know you're big on that Fortnite. I'm gonna play. Maybe I'll play some Xbox this weekend. I'll
And then
play.
we just got the kids Splatoon 3 on the Switch because they've been home for a week and they were really well behaved. And that game is pretty awesome too.
Nice.
It's literally like you go look so far. There's a lot to the game, but I figured out it's 4-on-4, and you have like paint brushes and stuff, and there's like an area, but it's like 4 actual humans versus 4 other actual humans. It's not bots and stuff, and then you just have to paint more of the area than them, or you have to kill them with your paint gun. So it's like paintball almost, but you have to get the ground with your color, and then if you run out of ink, you become a squid, and you can move around as you're a squid, and then you have to get the ground more. But then they got purple. Okay, well, I killed that guy. Now I got my green on top of his purple,
See,
and it's a 3-minute games, and it's great.
yeah. See, I'm all about NBA, 2K, basketball, Madden,
Yeah,
just the sports games. Although I do get into like Grand Theft Auto, right? I will get into GTA, but you can't
we,
play that with
we
kids.
we've had like 4 straight nights of family Mario Kart over here. So
Oh, that's pretty cool. I mean, listen,
yeah,
you can't go outside, so try to stay
no.
warm. And are you getting more snow? Because we may get some this weekend.
They said maybe an inch tomorrow, but
Oh,
probably not. I think we're
yeah.
we're kind of done with the snow now. Just the brutal cold. Well,
I don't
still it
think we're
was.
I don't think we're done in New York, but we'll see what happens. Otherwise, stay warm, stay safe, say hi to the kids and your wife too, man. Be good.
All right, man. Take
Talk
care.
to you soon.